be at home. On the 14th floor where the bathroom door don't lie. So happy we don't gotta worry about the cops. We could all get arrested for this, but when the police mix, I don't give a shit tonight. Alright. Now she walks in the bedroom fast, despite all the noise from the crowd. Now she's bedless on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on a deed and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 65 of Phired Up, presented by Belly Up Media. Check them out at bellyupsports.com. You can also check out all the good stuff we have going on our site, phiredupsports.com. A lot of good articles going on over there. I'm Mike Giletto. Joining me, as always, is Dom Console. Dom, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. You're finally in a different location. I'm sure it's weird because both of you aren't in the places you usually are, so it's throwing me off a little bit. Because we also have Chris Lucia from work, so it's nice to have you. You know, dedication is real. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Making sure that we're getting this pod in at all costs.
Exactly. The dedication is real.
Well, listen, before we get into it, I don't know if I said on the show, but I have moved. It's a bit messy back here. So all of our viewers, please do not judge me. We literally just moved 2 days ago, so we are far from on that. But each week, I'm sure you're going to see more and more memorabilia behind me that I finally get to display to you guys. So.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see it. Before we get into everything, though, I have to tell you about our sponsor, Manscaped. Crotchless comfort hurting your game? Fear no more. The kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. Sleek, soft, comfortable, and flexible, the brand new Boxers 2.0 from Manscaped take your balls to the royal ball throne. The global leaders in below-the-waist grooming have the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you can wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chillin'. They even trademarked the jewel pouch so you know it's serious. I think it's time to invest in your family jewels. So, let your bulge breathe and get 20% off, plus free shipping using our code FIREDUP at manscaped.com. Listen, let's say you're on a date and your partner catches that Manscaped on the wristband of your underwear. It's almost guaranteed to raise some eyebrows and act like a billboard on the highway to Pleasure Town. This is thanks to their Lawnmower 4.0, the best electric trimmer for below-the-waist grooming. Their fourth-generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof and also has a 400K LED spotlight you need a more precise shave. Beyond ball cleansing, Manscaped is focused on ball comforting with the new Boxers 2.0. Boost confidence everywhere you are, knowing you're wearing the absolute best pack for your sack. I talk about it every single week. The Boxers are a game changer, and the features include the jewel pouch, a pouch designed to cradle your boys in their own special space, lined with perforated performance fabric to keep them well ventilated. Is this heaven on earth? More like, get ready for this, heaven on girth. The micromodal fabric is buttery soft and breathable, keeping your cucumber cool. Walk, run, and strut. These moisture-wicking Boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. The tagless waistband hugs your body without digging in, and it lays flat against your skin to reduce the chafing. The front fly opening gives easy access and makes bathroom breaks quick and efficient. Multiple ways for entry and passage for your package. You can choose from an arrangement of designs and colors and sizes. From small to 3XL for all the guys out there. Be proud of your underwear and wear Manscaped wristband with a badge of honor. Your balls deserve it. So again, that's 20% off plus free shipping with our code FIREDUP at Manscaped. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code FIREDUP. Up your crotch game, because once the Boxers 2.0 touch your sack, you'll never go back.
That's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
20% off and free shipping.
That's
a great deal.
It is. It is a great deal. And
guess what? We Fired Up and Manscaped, we only do great things. So
exactly, it's a high quality product, that's for sure.
Yep, on both ends.
Absolutely. So yeah, let's kind of get into it, because I feel like the talk around the city, or you know what, I was gonna go into Phillies, but first, I feel like we're kind of doing the show a little later because earlier, I guess the end of last week, there was kind of a news dump, right, with the Sixers potentially moving to a new building, a proposal to get their own place in Center City, probably around 2031 if it gets approved and if it actually happens. My first thought is it's an absolute train wreck. That's my first thought. Is I think, and I'll let you guys get into it, but just the traffic on a regular day is nuts. And that, now get 20,000 people in and around the stadium in downtown Philadelphia. Like it's a train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, but the problem is, Mike, this has been done in other cities. Like it happens in other cities. Like it can happen. The ultimate travesty would be what their other option would be is going over to Camden. Like that's the ultimate travesty where they should just be called the Camden 76ers then or the New Jersey 76ers. Like that becomes even worse. I'd rather them stay in the city. Obviously, they don't want to stay at the Wells Fargo Center. I don't know why. I just know that their contract's probably up.
Well, their contract their lease expires 2031, which is why that date's the date that's floated out there. I get not wanting to pay a lease. I get wanting to have your own building, but I feel like there's ways to keep it. Like I just like the idea of all four sports teams being in the complex. Like that's unique to Philadelphia. Like the fact that everything's there, all the teams are there. I just like that idea of keeping everything right there.
So what they need to do then, they need to build up down there.
Agreed. But the problem is they've already done that, right? They built the casino, Xfinity Live. Like, is there? There's probably room to build more down there, right?
Yeah, you got to put a mall down there. Like you have to put something that's going to get the big, people like the people that want to go shop at Michael Kors. Like you have to put that stuff down there. Like people walk down New York Avenue and that's what they want. They want to be able to hit a Del Frisco's and then go catch a Sixers game. It is hard because it would clog up the traffic so much in the city. It just
I've got a lot of opinions on this, especially because it's been marinating. So there's just have been so many things, and honestly, more negatives than positives have hit my head as this is marinating in my head. Like you guys said, the traffic's going to be ridiculous. Plus, we're relying on the most unreliable company in the city, which is SEPTA.
All right.
So and don't get me wrong, in 2020 or in 2026, they're going to get a test run, especially the regional rails, from Jersey, from Bucks County, Montgomery County, Delaware County, when the World Cup comes, and when hopefully when the All-Star games come here. So they're gonna get a test run for that, but I don't know. It's just between the traffic and I hate saying this, but and I don't want to get political, but the city's not getting better either. It's only getting worse, and
Yep.
You're just kind of putting it in a spot where a lot of shit happens, where it's supposed to be a nice area, but to be honest with you, it's really not a great area. I wouldn't, it's not the best area in the world. My ideal places, like you guys said, around in and around the sports complex, just they're gonna buy or try to buy this building to put the stadium or this block or whatever, this two block radius, whatever it is. They should have tried to buy Jetro or something, right next to the Eagle Stadium. Just keep it down there, or try to how much shit is in the Navy Yard that's not being used, empty warehouses and. But again, we kind of don't know the logistics of it, price wise and
Yeah, I feel like that's easier though in terms of one, it's not that far from the complex, and two, it's right near all of the big highways, so it's easy to get in and out.
Right, but as I'm saying, if I'm the owner of Jetro, all that's in my mind too. You know what I mean? Why?
No, I'm talking about the Navy. I'm talking about the Navy Yard.
Right. No.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's why the Navy Yard kind of makes the most sense, because they have these empty, warehouses that haven't been used in years and years and years. Somebody owns that. I mean, buy them from dirt. It's probably a lot cheaper. It's just, I don't know. I just think they also kind of want to have that New York, Boston, like Chris said, like how other cities have, oh, it's in the city, like things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just the more I think about it, the more nightmarish it is. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, I know I keep hearing about like, oh well, do you take public transit? But like, I'm not going through all that work. Like drive, I live in Jersey. Obviously, what am I going to drive 20 minutes to go catch a train to take another 25-minute train ride? Like, it's too much of a hassle than just get in my car, drive to the stadium. Like,
well, it's probably gonna be quicker than if they do put it in the city, and
yeah,
it's gonna be quicker than driving.
Yeah, but I think you turn a lot of people off to go into your events from Jersey, Delaware,
No, I agree.
That area. I think
you're
absolutely completely turning those people away.
Yeah, absolutely, and like also too, the only like one of the very few positive things that I've heard over these last couple of days that I've again had to, the thought marinating in my head, is there's supposed to be more parking. So what I read was that Wrigley Field, which is also in the middle of the city, not around the other sports or the sports stadiums in Chicago, is they have double the amount of parking spots for the seats at Wrigley. So the Sixers are planning to double that. That's what I've read.
Okay.
Now, does that mean they're going to buy more land and put more parking? Does that mean they're going to go underground? So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better because this is just a proposed thing. It's not official yet.
It might never happen.
It might not. Yeah, exactly.
They could totally be using this as like a negotiating chip with Comcast Spectacor to keep their lease just at a cheaper price even.
It's possible. And also the other thing that I saw that was somewhat okay, like I could get on board with that, is the public transportation underneath too. So they're going to try to do it like the Rangers and the Knicks do it at Madison Square Garden, where it's you enter underneath. So they'll have trains that run underneath, and obviously like people are scared. People are worried about safety. It's going to be very safe underneath the stadium, especially during game days. But then it's like you go another block and like it's a free for all. So like that's kind of like 50-50 with me too. But again, like I don't really see myself, and I don't plan on living in the city in 2031. So right. I don't really see myself taking public transportation, even though it's probably a little bit smarter. I'd probably just rather drive and park, but
yeah, and then it's an absolute mess to get there by driving. So I just think logistically, I think there's so many issues.
They should just be like Disney World and like just have monorails.
There you go, just around the city, the city, just monorails going all over the place. That is nuts. And another thing I think that hasn't been talked about is like, so you talk about 2031. There's a legitimate chance where the Sixers window is completely slammed shut. The team will be bad. So I mean, now you have this brand new building in 2031 that you might have trouble selling tickets. I mean, maybe people go because it's a new building or whatever, but the team might be bad in 9 years. So I don't even know if they're thinking about that.
Also, too, with the stadium being in the city, I think it threatens the Flyers not so much for game nights, or game days, but like now you have like big acts who come for concerts and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
They're gonna say, you know what, I kind of want to play in the city. Like the idea of it, it's a lot smarter to have a concert at Wells Fargo rather than Center City for parking, for all that stuff, keeping it in one area. But
it'll definitely hurt Comcast if the Sixers get out of there, because like I was listening to a radio or podcast. I forget what I was listening to earlier today, and they said that like the Sixers games generate like $1 million like a game. So you take away 41 games. I mean, that's a lot of money that Comcast is going to lose.
But it's $1 million per game now. You
True.
know.
Yeah.
So like if the Flyers or if the Sixers stink in 9 years, I mean.
True.
I mean the Flyers are still getting money from it, even if they do stink, because they're still there. But like, that worries me. The Flyers too. It's like, especially like I said, if there's another area for somebody to come and play concerts, big acts, it kind of hurts the Flyers even more, because like look back 10 years ago with the Flyers, like we didn't think we'd still be in a position that we're in with the Flyers, right? We thought maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, like, oh, it's got to be fixed by then, and it still hasn't been. So like, I'm hoping it's not another 10 years of that, but It's scary for both sides.
Yep.
Another place I also thought too, Penn's Landing, if they could do
Yeah,
that.
but the problem with Penn's Landing is like where the location is. How are you going to build right off of the water like that? Like eventually
Build
over
land.
time.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
No, I'm not even kidding. Like legitimate. Like there have been. I think Boston does it. Like they legitimate. Like it's gonna take money, but like they legit like actually build land on water. Like it's crazy.
And I think visually, like buildings off the water always look really nice. Like you look at the stadiums in Boston. Who else? Pittsburgh. You have the 3 bodies of water right there. Like it's yeah. No, I like the aesthetic of.
Also, too,
that.
the other thing that was like the positives marinating in my head the last couple of days was like it's 1.3 billion. Like that's not going to hurt the taxpayers because it's all privately funded. So, I mean, I live in the city, so like it doesn't affect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I just don't want them going over to Camden. Like,
no, I agree.
They'll
completely.
get a huge tax break to go over to Camden,
Which is exactly why it's in that was talked about.
Right. I hope they stay in Philly too.
Camden's a lot easier for me to get to than Center City, so.
You know, I hear you.
Just selfishly.
I hear you, but fuck you. No. No. What was I gonna say? It's funny because I saw on Twitter somebody say it's if they do go to Camden, it's funny how New Jersey will have 3 professional teams that don't play in their state, or 3
don't have the name of their state.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So what's that? The Giants,
the Giants, the Jets, and then it would be the Sixers.
Yeah,
that would be funly.
There's a picture of Tony Soprano because the mob.
Obviously, clearly. I guess we can move on to the Phillies then. So, what was the score? It was 3-3 last I checked.
Yeah, same here.
I should have looked at that as I was transitioning.
I got you.
Okay, the Braves are up 4-3. So they come off the All-Star break. You get swept by the Cubs, which is a bad look.
Embarrassed by the Cubs.
Embarrassed.
Right.
Yep, that's a good word. They're 1 game back of the wild card. Now the trade deadline is in 1 week from tomorrow. Where should this team be in terms of like what should the direction be at the deadline? I mean, it's hard for me to say they should be buying anything big because I think they're so far away.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes by like week 2. It's like last week we're saying, yeah, we're gonna go out, we're gonna buy. The week before that it was like, I don't know, like I don't know what they need. And the week before that it was like, yeah, we're gonna go out and buy. Like it's crazy how much of a 500 team this really is, and how much of a roller coaster the season has been. I still say pitching because look at tonight's game, like Suarez.
Yep.
I mean, 40. What was he through? Like 43 pitches through 2 innings. Like gave up 3 runs in the second inning. Like obviously they got them back. They tied the game. And they're down 4-3 right now, but I still say pitching. You know,
I agree.
Yeah, just go out and get that third guy.
Yeah, but I mean, we've talked about all the names at this point, right? You have Luis Castillo. You have
I heard a name yesterday.
Frankie Montes. You have Tyler Male. Jose Quintana, which is interesting. I feel like Quintana's kind of the second or third tier of those big guys, but I don't know if they have enough, I guess, ammo to go get a bigger guy. So I feel like if they make a move for a pitcher, it's going to have to be a Quintana level.
I heard a name yesterday, and I can't remember who it was.
So I'm looking at just a bunch of trade deadline potential targets. Somebody who we're kind of familiar with, I guess you could say. He had a really short but really infamous stint with the Phillies. Would you guys entertain making a deal for Dave Robertson?
No.
He's been great this year.
He killed the Phillies this week.
He's been great this year.
Yeah, but he stole money from us. He literally stole money from us.
And it would feel bad, but he's been great.
Him and Cliff Lee both just stole money from us.
Yeah.
I'm so mad I can't think of this pitcher.
I'm trying to look at a list. Was he a starting pitcher?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually heard another name today that wasn't a starting pitcher, but let's stay on the starting pitcher subject.
Yeah, I mean, my pipe dream is probably Frankie Montes, but I don't know if they have the ammo to go get that guy, because he's kind of the top end of the guys that are probably
Oh.
available, and I don't know if they should, sell the farm for Frankie Montes because I don't think they're there yet.
I don't think they are either. I think they're.
Now the one thing is you should get. I mean, you should get Segura back fairly soon. I think he's going to return maybe within the next week. So you could almost act as that as your trade deadline acquisition because you haven't had him since May. So the fact that you get him back will help. Obviously not a pitcher, but
Okay,
still,
so I got
still
the
helps
name.
the lineup. Okay, go ahead.
Now he's 5-7 on the year. His
Ah.
ERA is 4.
Okay.
He'll be your third or fourth guy.
All right.
He's a free agent at the end of this year.
Okay.
Noah Syndergaard. What do you think?
I think you.
No,
I think
legit.
Syndergaard- Yeah, no,
No,
I
I
would
know.
go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, he kind of ever since his injury, what 2 years ago was it? He's been out of sight, out of mind. But
Yeah. No, I just
Him
thought that
and
was
Wheeler?
interesting.
Him and Wheeler back on the same rotation.
yeah.
He gets to reunite with him. I don't think I'd be a bad move, Tom.
It could be a jolt in the arm for him.
Plus, I don't think it takes a lot to go get him
Right,
because
exactly.
they're a 6-man rotation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, I don't think he's a lot either because he won't take much either because he's like I said, he's a free agent on a 1-year deal, free agent at the end of the year. They're not going to ask for a ton. He's not having a great year, or really, he's having an okay year. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be probably intrigued by that because you wouldn't have to give up a top prospect.
No, they wouldn't at all.
So
I would trade anything to go get the pins in Bryce Harper's hand, like magically.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, he's going to get reevaluated in a week, and hopefully by then he'll get cleared. But, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Go ahead.
So wait, before we get into that, I heard another name today.
Okay.
That's swirling around in the rumors. Now it's not official. It's something I read online, on Twitter, which we all know Twitter is official.
Juan Soto?
No, no, I wish. Apparently, it's a rumor. It's not official,
Okay.
but apparently there are rumors going around that the Phillies may or may not have called the Boston Red Sox.
I did hear this.
Bogarts.
Yep. I did hear this.
Who will also, I think, what's his contract look like?
I think he's a free agent at the end of the year.
It's either at the end of this year or the next year. Like he might have one more arb year, but
Well, when they signed, who they signed? Story, right, in the
Yeah.
offseason? Yeah, when they signed him, you kind of saw the writing on the wall for Bogarts to eventually leave
yeah.
anyway. I mean, I can't really imagine what a package will be like for Xander Bogarts.
I hate.
Yeah.
Just send DD there. I hate DD. I hate DD.
He had a
Yeah,
good play
you-
the other day.
You're going to have to give more than Didi, though, up in that deal.
All right, DD and Moniak. That's all I'm going. Because
Okay.
if he's going to walk, I mean, they need to know that too. If he's walking at the end of the year, why would you give anything more than that?
Okay, so
Okay.
he's hitting 313. He's got. Wait, hold on. 313. He's got 7 homers. Sorry, guys. 38 RBIs. Did he miss time?
Who, Bogarts?
Yeah.
I don't have it up here. I'm not sure.
I guess I could just look at games.
He started 90 games. He's played 92. I don't know how many they've played so far. Probably around that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the most on their team.
Yeah.
Well, the average is there, but
Yeah, I mean,
the homers are
he's batting
definitely down.
313.
Yeah, the homers and RBIs are down.
Yeah,
I guess
but
'cause
he's
he
your
leads
leadoff.
off.
If he's your
Yeah.
leadoff guy, let Schwarber knock him in.
But last year, the year before, he was like their 3-4 hitter. Like he was hitting fourth at some point. So
Oh, never mind. He's signed through the 2026 season.
yeah, I was gonna say I thought he
Yeah.
signed a bit,
Yeah, he signed.
Yeah.
He's making $20 million a year through the 2026
but
season.
I think they also have one of their top prospects is like a top 10 prospect in the league is a shortstop.
Really?
Yeah, so like
And you just signed Story.
right. So my guess is if they do wind up trading him, Story may go to short, and this kid comes up and plays second.
Yeah, I wonder if at that point you have to give them an Andrew Painter, this Crawford guy that they just got.
Right.
You're gonna have to give up your top of the
Yeah, and
prospect pool
I don't know
guys.
if I want to do that with this team. If they're where the Braves are right now, where they're game, what are they, half a game out or a game and a half out? Maybe you actually think about legitimately doing that, and the Mets are going kind of going down.
There's so many layers to it because not every day does Xander Bogaerts become available. So
True.
if that guy becomes available, you should try to move heaven and earth to get him. But at the same time, you look at this. I don't know if Xander Bogaerts makes him a contender right now because they still don't have the pitching.
That's what I'm saying.
And the shortstop, it seems like the crop of shortstops that will be available in the offseason, a Trey Turner, there's one or two more names out there, that will be available in the offseason that maybe you could get for free and not have to give up, an Andrew Painter.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this question.
Okay.
Because so they have DD, who's up at the end of the year, right?
Yep.
They have, let's say they go out and get Bogaerts, right? They bring in Bogaerts.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say that they don't have to trade Stott to get Bogaerts. So say Stott's still on the roster, and then you got Segura coming back. What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Stott?
I haven't seen enough yet.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to let the kid play.
I agree with that too. I think Stott can be a very good second baseman.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I envision him at shortstop. I think
agree.
I envision him more as a second baseman. He made a really nice play. What was it, yesterday or the day before? Like a sliding. I think it was yesterday. A sliding play that literally like a Trey Turner slide came up and threw a guy at it for like it was Utley-esque. Like it was crazy. I don't know. I think he's got the bat for a second baseman. I think he played. Defensively he's better at sack. I don't know. I just kind of envision him as a second baseman. And again, this is if they do go out and get Bogaerts, which probably won't happen, and they don't package Stott for him. And Segura, he's up at the end of the year.
Who do you
think? I think he's a free agent after this year, right?
Who's that?
Segura.
I think so.
I believe so. Yeah, I think yeah. Who do you think has more value to other teams, Bryson Stott or Alec Boehm?
Probably Stott.
You think Stott?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think Boehm. It depends on where you're playing Boehm. Like if Boehm's playing first, I think or DHing, I think he's got a better bat than Stott.
I completely disagree. I don't think he hits the ball hard enough. Like I don't think he doesn't have enough homers to play first or DH. He doesn't have enough homers to play third.
Yeah,
I think Boehm's is an okay play. He's not a bad play. Like okay, starting this year, I was all on Moniak. I was on the Mickey train. I thought Mickey was going to prove it this year, and obviously he's been hurt 90% of the year.
Yeah, it's been.
But I think it's time has told us like Moniak kind of stinks. Like it's just not.
Yeah.
He's not going to pan out, and which is unfortunate. But like, I think Boehm isn't playing like the number 3 overall pick that he was, but he's also got to do more. Like he hits the ball way too much all over the field, which is kind of crazy to say. You wish he pulls the ball more as a third baseman, and he hits more homers and RBIs and stuff like that. But the reason I think Stott is more valuable is because he's a rookie. Like this, I think we've seen the ceiling of Alec Boehm, in my opinion, and
I don't know about the ceiling. Like he's only 3 years into his career. Like
yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think this is. But I think towards the middle end of this third year.
No, you're right. We probably know more about Alec Boehm than we do about Bryson Stott. You are right. I give you that.
That's the only reason why I think Stott has. Boehm might be a better player. I'm not saying he's. I'm not disagreeing with that or saying you're wrong about that. I just think that Stott. We don't know enough about Stott yet, so there could still be a great player.
I think that's fair. I just don't know that we've seen Boehm's ceiling. If we have, then you have to trade him while his value's there. Like
I don't know if there is value there though.
Okay. I mean,
just simply because like he doesn't hit homers. He doesn't. He's at. I wonder what his career average is. He's hitting like 270 right now.
He's probably like his rookie year he hit really well. So he's probably like
over 3.
He's probably like a career 280. I mean, I could look it up.
Last year he had a really bad year though.
Yeah.
I bet he's like.
And this is coming from
245.
His career average is 277.
Okay.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Okay, it's not bad.
No, you just wish there were more homers and like I would take 260 or I would take like 260 with 25 homers and 80 RBIs, you know, rather than almost hitting 280 and
his rookie year back in 2020. He only played 44 games, but he batted .338.
Yeah. He sprays the ball all over the field, but he's one of the guys. Once you figure it out, you know, it's just like that's the thing is like if he hits 25 homers, 80, 90 RBIs, like we got a really good player here.
Yep.
He just doesn't do that, and I don't think Stott's ever going to do that. I'm not saying that, but like you need like 25, 30 homers, 80 to 90 RBIs from your third baseman, or even more RBIs from your third baseman. You don't need that from your second baseman.
No.
Your second baseman, you need 10, 15 homers. That's why Utley was like a diamond in the rough.
If I'm being honest, I don't care what position they play. I just want runs. I don't care who hits them.
Well, but maybe not in today's game. It doesn't matter.
Right.
As much as
I don't know. Yeah.
But look at Rhys Hoskins. Like Rhys Hoskins plays first base. He's got to hit 40. Like he's so bad at first. Like he's got to do something offensively. And,
yeah.
What I mean?
The problem with Rhys is the hot and cold streaks are so like massive. Like he's either red hot or ice cold.
He's
There's
hot
really
2
not
months
much...
of the year. Look at his number.
Yeah.
He's hot 2 months of the year, and the rest of the year he's cold. And it's just look. He might be like a 230 career hitter. I'm not even kidding. Look it up. Yeah, look it up. He might be like 230, 240. That's really bad.
In his career, he is a 242 hitter.
Yeah, he's really, really bad. Oh, like career average.
Yep. Yeah, but he's not really advertised as an average guy. Like you want him to have the pop. You want him to have the power.
Right, but he doesn't hit 40 homers, 140 RBIs like
sure.
Ryan Howard did.
No, well, I mean, you're comparing him to Ryan Howard. That's a little unfair.
I got you. Okay, Todd Helton.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, his career high in his career high in home runs is 34, and that was the only time he was above 30. That was the only time he was above 30. That was year 2, yes.
Yeah.
That was the only time he was ever above 30.
This is what I do all day, guys. I just look at baseball stats.
So I wanted to move on a little bit. Still stick with the Phillies. This Nick Castellanos stuff because I wanted to get your take on it. Did you guys want me to play the audio for you so you could
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's. Let me see technology. Let's see if I get to work. Hold on.
Playing the game then?
No, man, I lost my hearing.
So you didn't hear him?
Come on, man, that's a stupid question.
Why is it a stupid question?
Can anybody else answer that for him? Anybody? Yeah, man, that's a stupid question.
It's not a stupid question. If it's a stupid question, you should be equipped to answer it.
All right, I did answer it.
All right. The answer, we should be able to handle a stupid question.
We got the answer. That doesn't mean that I can't say that it's a stupid question.
It wasn't a stupid question. It's a legit question.
If I heard the booze, that's a rhetorical question. Of course it's a stupid
Did you
question.
hear the booze?
That's a stupid question.
We got the answer. We're good. Thanks, guys. We're
Then you
close.
should be able to handle a stupid question.
All right. So that was the edited version. I don't know if you guys want me to play the unedited, but I don't really know how much, we need it. But what do you guys feel about this story? Because it kind of blew up over the last couple of days. People taking sides, Castellanos' side, Salisbury's side. What side are you guys?
His mom is unreal on Twitter, too.
Yeah, she really is. I have seen that. I didn't realize it was his mom. I thought it was his wife for the longest time.
Dude, his whole family's on Twitter. Like, Twitter at every game. His kids, his kid is. I don't know how many kids he has, but I know he's got a son who comes to the Phillies games. Really, really quick. The son actually caught a foul ball. Like he caught 2 foul balls in the game, and just like was giving them like random kids, like,
really,
which is cool as shit. But like
that is cool.
Like he'll come up to him like fist bump him when he's on deck. But dude, like his mom, his younger brother who is around our age roughly.
Okay.
He's on Twitter. It's actually kind of funny.
We got to get one of the Castellanos on.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Go ahead. You start us off, Chris.
I think so. Philadelphia media is obviously hard to. They just pepper you with questions all the time. I think. I'm just going back thinking when Bryce Harper told the dude that's a clown question, bro.
Yeah,
and that was like, what, 10 years ago? And everybody, loved that. I don't know. I like the kind of umph behind Castellanos, just go at this guy. Like, and I think that's the most Philly thing that you can do. Like, go back and combat a reporter where in these other places, like, you have to be, like, stiff and, like, yes, I must have misread that. I must have did. And here you're just like, dude, that's a stupid question. Get that out of my face. Like, I don't want to hear that. I think it's pretty cool. I'm behind Castellanos.
I agree completely. Also, too, like, the one thing I haven't really seen, like all these people are, like, taking sides and, like, this, that, and the other. Like, but the one thing I really haven't seen, which is what I'm about to say, it was a stupid fucking question.
It was.
Like really stupid.
Well, like...
And especially coming from, like, Salisbury, like, he's the top guy. Like, he, or one of the top guys. Like, I mean, when you think of Phillies reporters, you think of Jim Salisbury. So, like, for him to ask that question,
well,
come on.
No, I agree. My thing is, like, as a reporter and somebody in the media, you never ask a player a yes or no question.
Right.
Like, it's just factually, you just don't. So, did you hear the boos? Like, it's a dumb question. Of course, you heard the fucking boos. Like,
right.
I'm sure they were loud. Like, of course you heard. And now, I'm on the side of media in a point where, like, I think media should have the balls, for lack of a better word, to ask tough questions.
Absolutely.
And if it was a tough question and Castellanos didn't like the question because it was a tough question, I would probably lean more on the side of Salisbury.
Completely agree.
But it was a dumb question. Now he could ask, like, obviously after the strikeout you got booed. Why do you think they were booing you, or how does the boo make you feel? What approach do you need to take to turn your season around? He could have asked a variety of questions, except the one that he asked.
Yeah, that's the one thing you don't. It's the one question you shouldn't have asked, and you asked
right.
it. Like that's why I'm so surprised at Salisbury. Like, it was Salisbury. It wasn't some, like, random guy. It wasn't like me.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, and I love how Castellanos, like, responded on the field too. He's had 3 hits since that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and like
including tonight, he had an
right.
RBI. I think.
Yeah, there you go. But, like, what makes the clip even
yeah.
worse is the fact that, like, I only played the edited one, but the unedited one is a full 2.5 minutes, give or take, and that incident happens, and then Castellanos finishes the rest of the interview. It takes a bunch of questions from the reporters, and at the end, Salisbury goes back at him and says, like, well, it wasn't a stupid question. Like, he tried to be combative with Castellanos after the thing was done, so that part I didn't love as well.
It was a really, really stupid question.
Yeah.
It was really
it's a clown question.
Yeah.
It's a clown question, bro. There's the title of the episode.
Also,
Found
too,
it.
like growing up playing baseball, like it's a game of streaks, and, like, this shit could really fuck with your head too. Like,
Sure.
Like, and
I don't think people are talking about it enough. Where, like, the main places where he, like, succeeded the most were, like, Detroit and Cincinnati. Two markets nowhere near the level of a Philadelphia. So, I mean, maybe he's still getting used to the market.
But he did really produce last year. He was in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
but
that
he's
is,
a
like,
top player.
No, sure, he's a great player, but maybe he's still getting used to the big media market in Philadelphia, where he's just not used to it yet. Maybe I'm reading into it, but I don't know.
Did you guys see the Facebook, like, signature to try and get him because he bought Ben Simmons' house?
Oh yeah.
Well, I saw that he bought his house. I didn't see what you're talking about though. No.
They're, like, trying to get him to move out of that house, like, sign this many petitions or raise money to get him to, like, buy the house off of him.
Could you imagine if he bought the house next door and he hit, like, 310? How crazy would that be?
It's the house. It
don't-
all goes back to Ben Simmons.
Yeah, like, I don't believe in omens or, like, anything like that, but, like, that'd be fucking crazy. Like, I would love that.
Yeah.
I was having a rough day at work here today, and it said, I was on Facebook, and it said, if you ever feel useless, just remember that Ben Simmons wears a shooting sleeve to every game.
There's another one. There was one time I was having a bad day too, and I was on Facebook or Twitter or something, and I'm scrolling, and it's like if you ever think you have a bad idea, just remember somebody pitched a tornado of sharks, like Sharknado, and it got approved. So if you have an idea, go for it.
That was all the rage. Sharknado.
Yeah. I've never seen a second of it.
They made like 7 of them.
Legit.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
It's like somebody made a movie about a tornado of sharks.
And then kept the franchise going.
Right.
That got approved more than once.
Correct.
All right, you guys got anything else about the Phillies before we move on?
Oh, real quick, I just wanted to finish up on the Castellanos thing. Like,
Yeah, go
listen,
ahead.
it's a game of 162 games. You're playing every day. It's not basketball or hockey or football where like you play one game and you get a couple days to you're right back at it the next day, and it's a tough game. And listen, he gets paid a lot of money. I get it. But like he's allowed, not that he's allowed to have a bad year, but like I don't know. It's just we're really crushing this guy in year one. Like it's a change of scenery. It's like you said. He's going from those small market teams. He was at the Cubs, but I think they lost.
I think he was there for one. I think he was there
half
for
a year.
one.
It was like a half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got him at the deadline, and then they lost in the wild card game. I think to Milwaukee or
I don't
somebody.
remember exactly. But.
Right. So, let's. It's like that's the thing. It's like I know Schwarber's has almost 30 homers or whatever.
He's
he
batting
has.
fucking 180.
No, it's terrible. Like
203.
like
Right.
like Castellanos hitting 245. Like he's not hitting 180.
Right. Now, it's year one of a 4-year deal. So I'm not gonna write.
Right.
I'm not gonna write Castellanos' off as like a bad signing.
Yeah, but if they're gonna make a push, which listen, like we said, in a month the Braves are probably gonna be in first place, and the Mets are probably gonna fall down a little, and hopefully we trend upward, but it's starting to kind of pull away a little bit. So like you kind of hope that like this kind of lit a fire on them. Like I said, 3 hits since that exchange with Salisbury. So like hopefully it gets figured out.
Yeah, no, it could be one of the things where like in the clubhouse this kind of galvanizes the team. And I tweeted something about the whole Castellanos' blow up, and I'm obviously coming off of a sweep to the Cubs, or it might have been right in the middle of the sweep when that happened. But I'm curious if the Rob Thompson effect has officially wore out, right? Like it seems like the locker room is imploding. If the Castellanos, clearly something's going on upstairs with him. So I'm curious, like if the honeymoon with Rob Thompson is over.
Well, but also you also have to think like their two best hitters. Their two best hitters are not in the lineup either. So like
Absolutely.
like what they've done without Harper and Segura like has been a miracle. Like it's kind of crazy how they're actually still in it. They were 7 games up.
Yeah.
7 games over 500 a couple days ago. So like it's kind of amazing how they've been able to stay in it.
Right, you just gotta keep your head above water.
And today Segura, I heard today like he was like 4 weeks ahead of his rehab. So
yeah, he's close to return.
They're hoping within the next week or two that he was on the field today throwing.
Yeah.
He was hitting. They're saying like his swing is so short that like it won't even really affect him.
Right, like he could be your trade deadline acquisition because you haven't had him for 2 months.
Right.
So,
but then again, you kind of take Stott out of that role where, but maybe he's that guy next year. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean Stott's young. I mean, I put the best team on the field.
No, I agree.
So, guys, got anything else?
And then hopefully you get Harper back earlier than later. Hopefully in August, and he continues to do what he was doing before.
Right.
But this All-Star break has been brutal. Like, or coming out of the break has just been brutal. I almost bet them to sweep the Cubs too on Friday.
Well, you would have lost it very quickly.
Yes.
All right, we can move on.
Hey, wait. One more thing, baseball-wise.
Yep.
To do with the Red Sox the other night. They lost 20. What did they lose? Like 25-5,
28-3, I think it was.
20-3.
Hold on, let me see here.
Are you going to talk about the dude on the Blue Jays making a fruit cocktail?
No. So okay,
what day was this? Was this Saturday?
It was Friday.
Friday.
Because I think it was them and the Phillies got blown out.
28-5.
Yeah, 28-5. So
the Blue Jays scored 4 touchdowns basically.
yeah. And then with the Red Sox got a field goal and
a safety.
Yeah. So somebody I know, funny Twitter guy, he tweeted out. He said, you guys know Sydney Sweeney, the actress.
Yes, you saw Euphoria, right?
Yeah. So he said she threw out the first pitch, and he said it's really a shame. It's really a shame that the Boston Red Sox had to do that in front of my girlfriend. No, this dude. He gets likes on Twitter, but he's nobody, you know.
Well, I think it was Barstool that tweeted out a picture of her throwing out the first pitch and said, "Sydney Sweeney's on the throwing out the first pitch. The Red Sox might never lose again." Yeah. And then they go out that game and lose 28-5.
Give up a inside the park grand slam. It doesn't get worse than that either.
No.
Like you give up a grand slam, all right. Like it goes over the fence, but like an inside the park grand slam.
Well, yeah,
it's a big fuck you.
The fielder lost it. Like he had no idea where it was in the air.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
If it's a play I'm thinking of.
I just thought it was so funny. Like, how dare you do that in front of Sydney? All right, that's enough.
Yeah, that's good. We can move on. Let's get on to bigger and better things. Training camp starts tomorrow for the Eagles.
Yes.
I mean,
is that the rookies?
They both go tomorrow, I believe.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the rookies reported because some teams do that differently.
Some teams
right?
do it. I looked up a whole list earlier, so unless the list I looked at was wrong, they both report tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. I think some teams do rookies early, some teams do them the same day. But I think the only teams that have started training camp are the Rams, the Bills, which are the Week 1 match, and then the Raiders and Jags, who are the Hall of Fame game, I believe, next week.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, no, I thought something. I found something really interesting on Twitter. My favorite thing in the world. About the Eagles.
Is it about
Howie
Carson
Roseman?
Strong?
It is not about Carson Strong. Oh, dude, you should have showed everybody your shirt somehow. You got to wear it 1 week.
I will. I'll wear it next week.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it with me. I'm gonna bring it to me to Disney World, and I just want to see how many people stop me. Like,
can you wear it in front of the castle? Can you wear it in front of the castle? Take a picture.
When are you going to Disney?
That out.
When are you going to Disney?
I'm going to Disney as soon as I leave here. I'm going right to the airport at 4 a.m.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Sleep around the plane.
Work.
You're traveling a lot. You're just out there just doing shit.
I only have, my wife's a teacher, so I mean Dom knows this too.
Okay, so you got the summer.
Yep, that's it. That's the only time I can travel.
I get you. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
fit it all in.
Good luck going to Disney in fucking August.
Enjoy that. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Enjoy that 2.5 hour nap. Okay, so this is something interesting I found on Twitter. It involves Howie Roseman and the Eagles. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm really bad at math. So it's either 12 or 13. I think it's 13. There have been since 2016, Howie Roseman has made 13 trades after training camp has started. Do you think?
Since what year was this? Sorry.
2016.
He's made that many?
That many
2016
trades.
was the Jordan Matthews for
No, that's 2017.
Darby. Oh.
2016 is Eric Rowe was traded. Sam Bradford was traded to Minnesota.
Yep.
And Dennis Kelly was traded. That's 2016.
Dennis
2017
Kelly was traded for my boy.
DGB.
Yeah, DGB.
And then 2017, John Dornbos was traded to which saved his life.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Saints.
Terrence Brooks was traded, Matt Tobin, Jordan Matthews, and a 3rd-round pick for Ronald Darby, and then Alan Barber, or Barbary, whatever the hell his name is. Those were all 2017. Do you want me to list 2018, 19, and 21?
You don't have to, but
yeah. So
your point, it's fine.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I mean, there's a certain safety in Cincinnati that is not reporting. That is not reporting. No, you know what that tells me is that Howie Roseman goes into training camp these years and says, okay, let me see what I've got first. And then he says, okay, this ain't working. So that's my only thought about him making all these trades after training camp has started. But like I said, a certain safety is not going to report tomorrow or whenever they report. I don't know if it's tomorrow or later in the week, but for the Cincinnati Bengals.
All right. Well, you could either go that route, or if you're talking about trades after training camp starts, maybe Garner Minshew goes and Carson Strong's the number 2 quarterback.
He was traded last year. He was 21. He was one of the guys they traded for after training camp started last year.
Dom. Bates, and who's the other kid that they got from San Fran?
Oh,
Tart.
Tart.
Yeah.
Tart and Bates is a pretty solid safety.
Combo,
I think
yeah.
Tart's going to start. Tart's going to get the starting job, and I think right now, Epps has got the leg up over Harris. I think Harris is your guy off the bench.
See, listen, I think Epps is he's fine on like special teams. I think guys like him and Singletary and like obviously Singletary's still not here, but like him, Singletary, those kind of like guys that like make 3 big plays all year, but like the safeties have been so bad that it makes Marcus Epps look like Malcolm Jenkins or Brian. You know what I mean? Like just kind of really a lot better than what he probably is. He hits guys hard. I get it, but man, Jesse Bates, that's his name, right? Jesse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, there's I don't know if concerns is the right word, but apparently they haven't been able to get a contract worked out because Bates wants to get paid like a top, safety. He wants
Which
to
he
get paid,
probably is.
He wants to get paid 18, 19, 20 million a year. Should the Eagles be the one to pay that? Is the big question.
Are you asking in terms of? Well, before you answer that, I kind of want to ask this question. I'm going to let you answer, Chris. But do you mean that in terms of?
Do you think he's worth that?
Do
Do you think he's worth 18, 19, 20 million?
Well, okay, wait, but like what I'm saying is like, are you asking that question in terms of like, can the Eagles afford him, or are you asking that if they can afford it, would you pay it?
Well, if they can't afford it, you obviously pay it. So can they afford? Can they? Surely, yeah. If they can they afford it?
But no, if they can afford it, then you're asking, should they? You know what I'm saying?
Answer the question however you want to answer the question.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
I think he's worth it, but I don't think he's worth top tier dollars. I mean, I think maybe 15 million would be right around where he should be. What that's doing though is if the Eagles go out and get him, like they are in Super Bowl mode this year.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. They're ready to win this year.
And you know who's going to lead them? Carson Strong, baby.
Carson Strong to the end zone. The only thing is, what's it going to take to go get Bates?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to give up Dillard, which is fine. You're going to let him walk at the end of the year anyway. But then, what else is it going to take? Is it a second? Is it a Nakobe Dean? Is it
I don't think they do that.
If we start talking like, is it a Cam Jurgens? Is it?
I think it's like a second round pick. Right?
Yeah, I think you can get him for a second in Dillard or something like that. Only because a second round pick is high, so it's a lot.
And listen, they need guys to protect Joe Burrow. I don't know that Andre Dillard is going to do it well, but
right. Plus,
they need guys on the line.
Plus, he's holding out.
Yep.
It may seem like that they don't hold any cards. You know what I mean? Like he's the top guy who they'll get something for him, something nice enough. Somebody's gonna pay something, whether it's us, the Cowboys, whoever. They'll get something. It might not. It's not gonna be a first round pick. I think the only players really you give up a first round is a quarterback.
Yeah.
A legitimate quarterback. So
I have the salaries of the top safeties here. So if he got paid $15 million, that would put him as the 5th highest paid safety. You think it's about where he should go?
I think that's where I think I'm comfortable. I think that's where he should be.
Now the rumor is he wanted 18 or more. 18 would put him as the 2nd highest paid safety in the league.
Behind.
Did you want to guess, or did you want me to tell you?
No, is it Harrison Smith?
No, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fitzpatrick is paid 18.4. Number 2 is currently Jamal Adams at 17.6.
I'll give him 25. I don't give a fuck.
Not your money.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that, but remember the conversation you and I were texting over the Flyers a couple weeks ago? It was like, you said it's not your money, but yeah, but they're investing it in something that's not going to help the team. If they go out and get Bates, they invest something that's helping the team. So
Absolutely.
Go get it. I don't give a shit. I literally don't just pay him. I have no regrets.
Pay that man his money.
Trade Hurts for him, and then Hurts could be the backup quarterback for Cincinnati, and Carson Strong could lead us to the promised land.
Yep, with Gardner Minshew Mania backing him up.
Listen, man, we just wrote a script right there.
This team
that's an Oscar-winning script right there.
The city needs a Carson to win a Super Bowl. All right.
Clearly.
All right. Well, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about with the Eagles, or where do you guys want to go?
No, I just thought that was a little interesting fact.
Okay. No, I like the idea because like out of all the question marks, obviously the big one is Jalen Hurts, right? That's like the biggest question mark this team probably has is the quarterback play. But secondary, I think, is also there, especially the safety. So if you can lock that up in Bates, then I think it's huge. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. So really quick, I don't know how much more we have other than
we don't have
still
much.
talking about it. Okay, so now that it's what, July, training camp starts tomorrow or this week, whenever you're listening to this. Whenever you're listening to So it starts Tuesday. Now that we've had, and again, we're going to use my word again here. Now that we have a time to marinate, this Eagles team, compared to when the schedule came out and the draft, post-draft, post-free agency, are we still where we at compared to where we were a couple months ago in wins, losses? Are we still?
I think they're still in that 11-win window.
Okay.
11, 12 wins, yeah. Do you guys respect Greg Cosell? You guys listen to him, respect him?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
All right, so he's like the head film guy at NFL Films.
Okay.
And he's got the Eagles as the best roster in the NFC East. And he's like not a Philadelphia guy. Like he just calls it what it is from the tape, pure tape watching. Eagles have the best roster in the NFC East.
To be fair, the NFC East kind of sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, though, it's like
the Cowboys are okay.
No, I think they're better than okay.
Cowboys are a 10-11 game win as a team. They're a 10-11 game win.
It's going to be the Eagles and Cowboys, I think.
Yeah, like
Washington
and Giants both suck.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I liked what the Giants did, especially in the draft. They did add a couple good pieces, but their quarterback sucks.
Yeah, but Washington could be a 9-10 win team too. I mean, like, look, they got Wentz. I mean, Wentz can win games.
It's all going to depend on the defense. What defense shows up. 2 years ago, they were a top 3 defense. Last year, they fucking sucked.
Well, last year they didn't have their main guy most of the year.
Yeah, but even when they did have,
but they're not going to have him most of the year this year.
Is he still hurt? Is he still out?
He's gonna miss it like a month or two probably. So I don't know. I think the NFC East could go the way that it's been going. It could be either terrible or great. Like there's just no in between.
And I think the Eagles, like on paper, like they could be a top 4 team in the NFC. They could be. That may be a hot take, but I truly believe that.
Okay, well let me ask you this though, like in the sense of if they win a division, they're obviously in a top 4.
Nope, I mean like an actual top 4 team. Yeah. Because I don't think Green Bay is that good. They've
lost some. They've lost some defensively.
Adams obviously. Yeah. I mean, you still have the quarterback, which helps, and anytime you have Rodgers, you're going to be in it. But they're not dominant. Yeah. I don't think.
I mean, Aaron Jones is one of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah.
You know, it's all going to depend on the offensive line too. Like you said, like Rodgers, 2 straight MVPs. I mean, he's going to play like Rodgers, but
yeah.
I don't know if they go off and win a Super Bowl, but
yeah, but like what other than like the Rams? I mean, what other competitions in the
NFC? The Bucks.
Yeah, I guess the Bucks.
And then my only other one would be the thing that I have a problem with, because I know it's a hot take. I got the Packers underneath the Eagles, but are the Eagles better than the 49ers? That's my question.
Depends who the quarterback is too. Like, is Trey Lance the guy who?
It's going to be Trey Lance.
I think they both suck personally, but
I don't know what Lance is yet.
True. I'm not a huge fan of Lance. I think Garoppolo flat out sucks.
I hear you. I agree with that, but I don't know. What if Trey Lance comes out and balls? You know what I mean?
It's possible. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
not to mention, like they have a nice team there with like Debo and you know who's the other kid? Ayuk. Like they have a good Kittle.
What do you think about Debo though this year? Like, you know, obviously he doesn't want to be there, and like he doesn't want to do that thing they do where he plays 10 positions at once. He wants to be an outside receiver,
even though he's as valuable doing that, doing what he does.
But his body does go. It's a lot.
Yeah, but if you put him on the outside, he might not be anywhere near as effective as that utility guy.
I think I'm not disagreeing. But I think he's a decent receiver.
No, sure, absolutely he is. But the other stuff is what makes him.
I agree.
Debo.
I know, I agree, but I also think that he just like it's a lot. It's a lot to do
Sure.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just you got to remember so many. Like when you got a guy like that, he's got to remember not only the one playbook as an outside receiver, then he's got to remember the running backs, and then on the other plays, like he's blocking, like
Yeah.
you've like triple the amount to memorize. Like I think he wants to play in San Fran. I think he wants to get paid though, like
Yeah.
to
He wants
play
to
there
his turn.
and do
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded both quarterbacks. And just say, yeah, Diva, just play quarterback. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
But Chris, back to your point about the Packers and being you have them under the Eagles. I don't think that's a hot take at all because if you look just compare rosters, the Eagles have a better roster. I don't think that's a hot take at all. The only thing that might put the Green Bay above the Eagles is just the quarterback play. Like Aaron Rodgers is obviously, this is not a hot take, is leaps and bounds a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
is he? No, just kidding.
Yeah, no,
I'm just
definitely,
fucking around.
absolutely. Yeah, I know
I'm
you're
just fucking
fucking around, but like that's I think what separates the two. But the roster, both rosters, the Eagles are better. I don't think it's a hot take at all.
And also like too, like looking at the Eagles this year too. Like, I think they have the second or third easiest schedule in the league.
They do.
Which
I do
really
I do
helps.
have it up. I don't know if you wanted me to break down any sort of schedule.
So yeah, we can, but like, I mean, obviously all that shit goes out the window week one. Like you,
Sure.
like you know, there's things you don't expect about teams that happen, but like on paper, like we've been saying, like Chris mentioned, like it looks favorable.
It does, yeah. Week one, they open it on the road against the Lions. Week two, at home, their home opener, Minnesota, Monday night game.
That's a lot of fun.
I don't like home opener on a Monday night. I'll be honest.
Okay.
That's just my own opinion.
Sure.
I like a Sunday 1:00 home opener.
They're 2-0.
Okay, Chris.
I actually have them at 1-1.
Who do you have them losing to? The
The
Vikings.
Vikings, yeah,
At home
yeah.
under a new head
I
coach.
think. Listen. I think I'll explain later. Go ahead.
I have them 2-0 as well. Week three, they go to Washington.
3-0.
It's 2-1 for me. Oh,
I feel like they always kind of split against Washington, so I'll take 2-1. You go to Washington. All right, so I got 2-1. Week four at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
4-0.
3-1. Yeah, 3-1.
I have them 3-1 as well. Week five at Arizona.
So this
Three.
was one that I predicted before as a loss, but I'm going to go 5-0 here.
So wait, is okay? So is that a 4:30 game?
4:25, yes.
Okay, so I got them at 3-2. You're going to be
Arizona-
shocked at my
Ari-
my finishing.
I know, but
record.
Arizona is so weird. Like, Kyler
No
Murray got
DeAndre
paid all this
Hopkins.
money. I
They
know,
don't have
like,
DeAndre Hopkins.
I think they have the Baltimore Ravens effect where they're going to be really good in the regular season, and then once they get to the playoffs, they're going to stink. The quarterback's going to stink. So
He does stink.
I don't think he stinks. I think he's better.
He falls apart. He's a crumble.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
crumbles.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's going to be a good regular season quarterback. He's never going to win a thing.
who? Kyler? We're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah. No,
He's
I
going to be like
agree.
Lamar Jackson. That's what Lamar Jackson is.
I have the Eagles winning that game, so I'm at 4-1.
I'm at 3-2.
Week 6, Sunday night against the Dallas Cowboys at home.
I got them winning that game.
6-0.
I love that.
5-1.
I got them at what, 4-2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds about right. I got them 5-1. Week 7, they're on their bye. Week 8 at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, so this is where I think they start rattling it off.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
no.
got them. I got them win. I got them at what? I can't even remember my own thing. So 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2.
You're at 5-2.
So I got them at
right?
5-2. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't won this game, so I got them 6-1.
Okay.
Did we lose Chris? Did he say?
7-0.
Okay,
7-0.
Yeah. I expect nothing less.
Week 9, they go to Houston. Houston Texans. Thursday. That's
Yeah,
a Thursday
stop.
night game too.
Stop.
8-0.
Stop.
All right, 7-1. All right,
6 or 7. No, wait.
6-2. I think you have.
6-2. Yeah.
And then Monday night, week 10, They get extra rest. It's like a week and a half later after week 9, at home against Washington.
There's no chance they lose this game,
Yeah,
especially if Wentz is there.
Right. Yeah, I have
8-1.
win. You have them losing that game.
Stop.
That's the
I
game
do.
you have them losing.
That's the game I have them underestimating and underplaying Carson Wentz.
Okay.
I got them at 7-2.
I have them 8-1. I think that's where I'm at. Week 11 at Indianapolis Colts.
I got them winning that game.
8-2.
I have them losing that game. Eight. I forget what I'm at. 7-3.
You're at 8-2.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
at
at
8-2.
7-3.
8-2. I think I'm at 8.
I'm at 7-3 right now.
Week 12, Sunday night game against the Green Bay Packers.
Wait. I think I fucked up. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2. I got them at 8-2. Okay.
We're all at 8-2.
Yep. Green Bay Packers, Week 12, Sunday Night Football.
I think they lose that game.
I agree.
8-3.
We're all at 8-3. All right. Week 13, Sunday, 1 o'clock at home against the Tennessee Titans.
I got them 9-3.
9-3.
AJ
Brown's going to have 5 touchdowns.
I love that.
I actually agree. Well, that's if he's healthy. He's whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm winning that game too. So what is that? 9. What are we at? 9-3. We're all at 9-3. Then week 14, you're at the New York Giants.
10-3.
9-4.
10-3. Week 15, you're on the road at Chicago.
11-3.
11-3.
10-4.
Yep.
All right.
11-3 for me.
Week 16 could be the biggest matchup of the season. You go to Dallas, Week 16, 4:25 game. It's a big game.
11-4.
I agree, 11-4 as well. I have them losing that game.
10-5.
Okay. Week 17, New Orleans Saints.
11-6.
12-4.
No, 11-5. 11-5.
I forget what the fuck I'm at. I'll be honest with you. So I'm gonna say
I think we're the same.
I say they lose this game.
Yeah. Okay. So I say they win.
Okay. So what?
So
what
me
do
and you were both at 11-5.
All right. There you go. And then week 18.
I'm at 12-4.
Yeah.
Week 18 at home, they finish the season against the New York Giants.
I personally think they lose the team because I don't think it matters.
I think it's gonna matter. I think them and the Cowboys, it's gonna matter for the division. So I'm gonna say 12. There's your 12th win right there.
I say they win that game too. So yeah, I guess I say 12 as well.
It doesn't like I think by this point it's not going to matter, and it doesn't like I think a win or loss. If I say win or loss, it's not really going to matter.
Well, I could see a scenario where they're fighting with Dallas that last week.
It's possible.
So Dom, we all still came to the same conclusion of 12 wins.
Yeah. See, I think they can get anywhere from like 10 to 12. I really do.
Yeah.
Because look at these games, right? The Titans, the Packers, the Colts, and
Houston. No, not Houston.
The Cardinals. I think those are going to be 4 games you just really have no clue. Like the Jaguars, the Commanders, the Steelers, like the Texans, like I don't know, the Bears, like I think they really could kick the shit out of those teams, and like it's really gonna matter because like look at the way they played the Cowboys the last couple of years. Like they really played down to the Cowboys. It's really gonna matter with those Cowboys games, the Colts, the Packers.
I feel like for the last decade they played down to Washington. It seems like, right? So
they're pretty roller coaster.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just kind of think that like they come out Monday night, week 2, and it's they just come out flat, and they're like, we're just sitting here saying 1-1 while the season's over. But
of course.
Also, really quick, non-Eagles but football related. I thought of something interesting here.
Okay.
So let's switch over real quick to the Buffalo Bills. Now, I think looking at their schedule. Right, so I think for bettors out there that are thinking about betting the Bills to win the Super Bowl or at least go to the Super Bowl, whatever, I think you should wait a couple weeks because looking at their schedule, right, they play at the Rams, home to the Titans, at Dolphins, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Packers, and then after that they have like the easiest schedule in the league. Like they play the Dolphins again, they play the Jets, they play the Vikings, the Lions, the Bears. It's really bad. I think if bettors out there are thinking to bet the Bills, I'd wait like 4 or 5 weeks. Get your money up.
Okay, I like it.
So I think I might actually do that.
I put in a pay slip 3 weeks ago, $25 on the Eagles to win the East, Bucks to win the South, Packers to win the North, Rams to win the West, and then
Is that a parlay or?
it was a parlay. It was an 18 parlay. Sorry. And then AFC was the Bills, the Colts to win the North or the South. I forget who I picked for the North. Who? Baltimore, probably.
Okay.
And then the West, I picked Kansas City. If that hits, it's a $25 bet, and it hits for like $8,500.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, we're rooting for you.
So wait,
Yeah.
this year we're gonna do what we did last year, but we're gonna have 3 of us.
Absolutely.
Betting.
I don't even remember what we called it last year. I'll have to go
Nah,
back and
it's been so long. It's been since February.
against the spread. We called it. There
Against
you
the
go.
spread, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So that'll be pretty interesting. Maybe I'll actually get competition because I smoked you last year.
Yeah, it was not a good year for me. It was not a good year at all.
So that's pretty exciting. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, guys, we got what, Thursdays a week.
Yeah.
From I know it's preseason football, but from the Hall of Fame game.
Football's back. It's all that
Yeah,
matters.
absolutely. The week after that, the Eagles play 3 games, and then we're off for 2 weeks, and then we got kickoff for real. I'm
Oh, that's loud as
Let's
shit.
go.
I can play this again.
Yep. We'll be playing that.
Almost blew
even
out my
after
ears.
Preseason. We'll be playing that even after preseason. Mike, I don't know if
Absolutely.
you know this, but me and Chris, for as long as we've been friends, I think literally every preseason game we'll watch from beginning to end and analyze the shit out of it.
Okay, I like it.
And then 3 weeks later, it doesn't mean a fucking thing.
No, because half the roster
Right.
gets trimmed and cut and.
Dude,
Exactly.
I'm not kidding. Like the Paul Turner years, like we got into it. Like this guy, I don't know. Like, is he gonna, And then it just didn't matter because he just didn't make the team.
He didn't make the
So-
team.
That happens every year. There's always a
Yeah.
guy that you hone in on, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, I have a baseball roster. See if you
Let's
guys want to do it. All right. Somebody's getting blown up over there.
Is
You guys
somebody getting
with-
fired behind you?
No.
Like, we're gonna have to fire. Can we fire somebody right here? Just bring them on screen. Who's getting fired tonight?
That brings a whole new meaning to Fired Up.
Yep.
All right, so I have the 2008 Detroit Tigers.
Ooh. All right, so obviously
Miggy,
Yep, first base.
Brandon Inch.
Who was it?
Brandon Inch.
He was off the bench.
Okay, so Prince Fielder,
No.
was he there? No, he was still in Milwaukee. Okay. Whew. Oh,
Curtis
Tigers.
Granderson.
Did they
Curtis Granderson in center. Yep.
did they make the playoffs that year? What was their record?
Let me see. What was their record? 74 and 88. They finished
I'm gonna
fifth.
say no.
They finished fifth in the AL Central.
Verlander,
Justin Verlander.
Verlander, correct.
Scherzer.
No.
Was he a rookie? I thought he was a rookie that year.
Anibal Sanchez.
We're
no.
firing.
No,
names
Anibal
around.
Sanchez was not there.
Omar Vizquel. That was a joke.
Okay.
Who was the shortstop?
Jose Guillen.
Jose Guillen?
No. He was not the shortstop.
Jose
There's a-
Iglesias?
No, was he on the team?
No, he was not on the team. He was not on the team. I'll say that. Same last name, just different first name.
Carlos Guillen.
Carlos
Yeah.
Guillen. Yep.
Is that the shortstop?
Third base.
Third base. Oh wait, Tigers. Jeez.
I'm surprised you haven't named their catcher yet.
Victor Martinez was Cleveland.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
No.
Is it Victor? No,
Nope.
Victor
No.
Martinez, Cleveland. Who the hell was there? Oh, Pudge.
Yep. Pudge.
Oh.
There you go. I was gonna say shouldn't take you that long.
Yeah. Was K-Rod there? Closer?
Let me see. No.
I don't even know if he was on Detroit.
We got one outfielder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Curtis.
Ooh,
Ian Kinsler?
No,
no, he
no.
was. No.
Still in Texas.
Texas.
He was in Detroit. I guess he wasn't there yet. Oh man.
I'm surprised I stumped you guys. I thought you guys were to rattle off
this
some
is
more
hard.
names.
I know their coach was definitely Jim Leland.
Yeah, smoking
Does that matter?
cigarettes in the
Correct, it
smoking
was.
cigarettes
It was
in
Jim
Their
Leland.
their third baseman coach was Gene Lamont. I know that because my teacher
You know the
was,
third base coach, not the left fielder. That's nuts.
Yeah,
This is
so
why
I
we
don't,
love
I
you.
don't even have that information because it doesn't even give me that on this this site that I'm on. right
Jim
now, so.
Leland just
My-
chain smoking in the tunnel.
Yeah.
I have their scouting director. Who was their scouting director and their general manager? You won't be able to get the scouting director.
Nah.
You could
Oh,
definitely get the
was,
GM.
you could definitely get the GM.
Oh, Dombrowski.
It was Dave. It was Dave Dombrowski.
I wanted to be like a smart ass and say like
was
fucking. Who's Harper's agent?
Scott Boris.
Yeah.
Was the
Because I think
D
he was like a
train
front
on that
office guy.
team?
Who?
D train. Dontrell Willis.
No.
Yeah, I think
no.
he was on 08.
No, he was not.
Really?
You know,
God, I'm
he
pissed at
pitched. He pitched in 24 innings. So he was
Maybe he's
26 years.
hurt.
He was 26 years old. Pitched 24 innings. So I don't know what
Because he was in the Miggy trade. It was him and Dontrell Willis got traded to Detroit in the same deal.
Oh, Placido Polanco was on that team.
Correct.
Was he second?
Yep. The shortstop. Do you want me to tell you what teams he played for?
Yeah.
Florida, St.
Wait.
Louis.
Is he like do we know him?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Florida, St. Louis, Boston, Atlanta, Detroit, the Giants, and the Reds.
Edgar
Not
Renteria.
Hanley.
Edgar Renteria.
Edgar
is
Renteria,
correct.
yeah.
Yep. Let me see here. You
Because
got
when
third
you
base.
said Boston and Florida, I thought Hanley.
Yeah.
Hanley. What a good
Third base, you
player
got
he
Carlos
was.
Gann. Left fielder, he played for.
Is he again? Do we know him?
I mean, you might get it, but he's a little more obscure. The
Okay.
Yankees, the Rangers, the Tigers, the Yankees again, and then the Dodgers.
Nick Swisher?
No.
Gary Sheffield.
No, but he was
That's
their
a good
DH.
guess.
He was their DH that year.
Okay.
Oh,
I got
okay.
the DH. That's a good guess. All right, what are the teams again? The Rangers, the Dodgers.
The
We'll
Yankees,
do an order.
the Yankees, the Rangers, the Tigers, the Yankees again, and then the Dodgers.
Can you tell me the years he played?
02 to 11.
When did he play for the Tigers?
He played for the Tigers from 04 to 09.
And then the Dodgers in 10?
The Dodgers in. No, the Yankees in
Oh,
10. Dodgers in
I
9.
know who's on that team. I don't know if this is the guy, but my boy Maglio Ordonez is definitely on that team.
That's not who I was talking about, but yes, he was in right field.
He's
correct.
definitely on that team.
Yep, he was in
I
right field.
love me some Maglio Ordonez back in the day. He used to have that long, flowing hair.
Left field. He was on the 2010 Yankees?
He was on the 2010 Yankees, correct?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Our boy Bryson Stott, 3-run home run.
There you go.
Ooh,
Phillies
there it is.
Phillies
Big
are up
lead.
6. Phillies are up 6-4,
Let's go.
going into the top of the ninth.
Who was it? Who's the guy?
Marcus Thames.
I would have never got that.
You got the center fielder, right fielder, DH. All right, so that's the infield, and then pitching, you got Verlander, and you might not name any other guy.
I think
from
that's
there.
it. I think that's all we got.
That's the only guy that pitched for them.
Oh, I know. No. You'll remember this guy, Dom. He got robbed of a perfect game. Galarraga.
Galarraga.
Yep, he was on that team.
I feel like there's like another guy or two. I don't know. Yeah, you can.
So this guy played. So the next pitcher played in the majors for 20 years.
Jesus.
From 89 to 95, played for the Rangers. From 96, 97, played for the Yankees. Played for Oakland in 98, 99. Played for the Mets in 99 as well. and then played for the Rangers again in 2000 to 2002. Played for Minnesota in 2003. Played for Texas again. He had 3 stints with the Rangers. Played in Texas again in 04, 05, and then played for Detroit in 06, 07, 08.
This is a guy we know, right? Like, we should know him.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard of him, but I never would have thought of this guy in a million years, to be honest with you. He played 20 years in the majors. 12 of them was with Texas.
No clue.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then the next guy, let's see, played 9 years in the majors, 7 with Detroit, 2 for Florida, and 1 with Philly.
What year is he here?
So he played 2 games for the Phillies in 2010. His ERA with the Phillies in 2010, I imagine they probably got him at the deadline because he was on Florida in 2010 and then came here. But his ERA with the Phillies, or waivers, yeah, his ERA with the Phillies is 54.
Oh, nice.
no clue.
Yeah.
Nate Robertson.
Hmm.
Then the last guy played with Detroit for 9 years and Seattle for 1. Probably never get this guy. Jeremy Bonderman.
Oh, I remember Bonderman. He
Do
used
you?
to be.
I never would've
Yeah,
got that.
he was pretty good for them at one. I think he was an All-Star before.
He was never an All-Star, no.
Oh, never mind. He probably sucked.
I'm trying to find his ERA.
Who was their closer?
Hold on. Their closer, let me see here. Todd Jones.
Oh, Todd.
Todd Jones. Played in the major for 16 years.
Oh, good for Todd.
Yeah,
Todd
good for him.
Yep.
Fucking Todd.
You guys got ready to get out of here? You got anything else you want to talk about
No.
before we leave?
I think that's it for me.
All right. Sounds good. We'll get out of here.
Also, too, like,
Yep.
let's go to this Eagles practice, man. Come on.
All
I'm
right.
waiting to hear from you.
You all right? No.
You got me.
what day is it?
Listen. I ordered my nameplate for AJ Brown where I could foot right over the Wentz part.
Is it going to be in time?
It just shipped today.
Okay.
Well,
Shipping these days, you never know.
I'm gonna have it sewn on there. Then we're gonna have.
You're going to sew it yourself, or
We're
you
gonna
have somebody else do it?
We'll see. Well, I don't know.
I'll have my
It'll be-
Carson
yeah,
Strong
it'll be game
jersey
day
on.
decision.
What
Yep.
day? What day is this open practice?
It is a Sunday night. It is August 7th or 9th, whatever that single digit Sunday is.
Okay.
It is the. Wait, I just had it up. I think it's the 7th.
The 7th. It's either I imagine it's the 7th.
Yes, the 7th.
That is the Sunday. The 7th.
Correct. So it is not this upcoming Sunday. It's the Sunday after. It
Okay.
is at night. I think it is at 7 p.m.
Okay. I'll
I
see
have
what
the tickets.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I'll let you know this week.
I listen.
Okay.
I'll
go
listen
ahead.
to it.
Okay.
I mean, this is what you pitch.
Okay.
We've got the tickets.
All right.
We've got free parking. It's only like 2
That
hours.
helps. Okay.
It's only 2 hours.
And it was
There's not
fun.
going to be much traffic. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to see. It was
We'll
a
take
lot of
our
fun to
note-
see Jalen Hurts run out of bounds on a 2-minute drill with no time left. It was a lot of fun.
We'll take our notebooks with us.
Yeah, we'll bring our
Yeah.
notebooks. I might have a couple other people coming with us. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not because they're losers. But yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that's all I got.
All right.
We want to see you there.
There you go.
Well,
I'll see what I can do. I will let you know this week. I'll see what I can
I'll
do.
fucking tailgate it. I don't give a shit. No, I probably won't. But
Let's do a live show from
Yeah.
Eagles practice.
let's do it. I'm dead serious. I'll do that shit.
We'll
We'll
see.
do it in the
I'll
back
see
of my
what
car. I don't give a
I'll see
fuck.
what we can do. We'll do something.
That sounds sexual, but we'll do it in the back of my car.
I'm good, Dom. I'll pass on that.
You don't want to do me in the back of my car?
No.
You don't want to do it in the back of my car?
We went off the rails real quick. All right, we'll get out of here then. Chris, enjoy Disney. Have fun.
Yes. I need a Carson Strong picture in front of the castle.
I will 100% have that.
All right. We'll tweet it out and
Yep.
post it on our socials.
Yep. And
All
for anybody out there listening, just listen. let people know we exist. Tell them to listen.
Yes.
If every person listening tells one or two people, and we could grow this thing, and those people tell one or two people, and we can keep growing. That's how.
And
math
also,
works,
like
right?
I said
That's how numbers work.
last week, leave us reviews. Leave us 5 stars because that's what we deserve.
Leave us 1 star.
Leave us any star. I'll
I
take
don't,
any
I
star.
don't want
any
that.
star.
I don't. My ego can't handle that.
So yeah, go on. What is it? Apple Podcasts? Because like I said last week, I don't think Spotify has that feature. But yeah, go on there, leave us a review. Tell us what you think. Tell us what we need to get better at. What we're great at, because I know we're great.
Okay.
And leave us 5 stars.
Exactly.
If not,
way to pump the tires.
You're a punk ass motherfucker. I don't know.
Yep. So we're getting out of here again. Subscribe on Apple
That's my
Podcasts,
cue.
Spotify. Subscribe on all those places. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Phired Up Sports. And yeah, that's all we got. We will see you guys next week.